I've stayed away, and kept away from using terms like evil whenever talking about criminal prosecution and the law. I don't like the term evil, because evil is something that connotes a non-juridical concept. It involves an element of an offense that's not there, that's not used, that's not part of anything evil. In criminal law, all you have to do is prove intent. For the most part, there are negligent offenses like manslaughter and the like, where you can have a reckless disregard for the truth, a depraved art. You kind of think murder too, but for the most part, you don't have to explain the motivation, the mindset, the evil of the individual participant. You don't have to go there. You don't have to worry about that. But I think it would be almost impossible for a jury to understand what we're talking about. Throughout the years, Hollyweird, since the days of, my God, Clara Bow to Chaplin, pre-Fatty Arbuckle, there's something about this group of people. When you look at the predation that has been exacted upon children, you can go back to the days of Judy Garland. I can't even imagine what was done to her in terms of matters sexual, but just in terms of her mental health. To be blasted with amphetamines constantly to maintain her size and her weight. And you know and I know, provided as collateral by her mother. Absolutely. There are people whose names everyone in Hollywood knows, but people who are sort of famous, who were provided and handed over, again, like collateral, like security, as an enticement. And when you get into this and you start talking about this, and you use words like grooming and the like, and even if you dare to use the pedophile term, that doesn't even remotely get into it. Hurt people hurt people. The refrain has been made repeatedly. And what you're going to see right now is Justin Bieber is going to be the poster child for this horror. And what is the most horrific? What we are seeing that is the most horrific, which is the most difficult to understand and to grasp, is how this was done in front of everyone. From the beginning of time, it was done repeatedly. It was done in front of everyone. They tossed him around, they played with him, they kissed him, they pinched him, they grabbed him, and he kept saying, "Hey, I'm a kid, I'm a kid." And it was all there. It was all there. And Diddy's lawyer, what kind of a clown is this guy? Diddy's going to testify. Diddy buys oil by industrial size 50-gallon drums. I mean, what are you talking about? And then you're going to find out, and this, believe it or not, might become relevant in terms of sentencing, more so than the actual dealing with the case in chief. But I would bet anything that Diddy's own life, his own circumstances, his own experience paved the way for this depraved acting out. This is not normal. When you see freak-offs and things like this, this is not a threesome, as his lawyer intimated. No. When you see kids who have been through trauma, and experts look at these kids, they will see things like change in sleeping habits and maybe bathroom habits or bowel habits or incontinence and things that will reflect trauma elsewhere by virtue of this. And those kids are automatically going to be the next tiered group of folks who are going to be themselves the abusers. Guaranteed. They are going to be the abusers themselves. That's the thing. We're dealing with something here that is evil, dark, dank, depraved degeneracy, perversion, that is heightened and magnified by a bunch of celebrity types, drug-addled, psychiatrically and psychologically themselves, disheveled, who believe that this is somehow part and parcel of the world that they are to live in, and that for them to fit in, for them to be a part of this, for them to show their bona fides to the others. Oh, you can't turn down a Diddy party. No. It's this replication of this cycle of trauma, cycle of predation, and cycle of degeneracy. That, believe it or not, is a defense. That. But in the meantime, in order for you to advance the defense, if anything, it's really a Hail Mary. Perhaps maybe lending itself somewhat similar to a diminished capacity, but you're going to have to once and for all expose the depravity, the degeneracy, the evil. You want to call it satanic? Be my guest. That of Hollywood. Remember when we heard about spirit cooking and we were thinking, what is this? Who are these people? This is ghoulish, these cannibalistic rites. This exposure is the only way that society is ever going to clear this up. But it's also the only way that Diddy could possibly hope to get, not off the hook, but to have a fighting chance. Who knows? Maybe his clown lawyer's a ringer. Maybe he's... I'm not suggesting it myself, but a lot of people are thinking, do you think he's going to throw it? You think he's going to throw it to make sure that Diddy goes away? Unless they pull a number 5 on him. And you know exactly what I'm saying. My friends, please subscribe to this. I found out recently that 57% of those individuals watching videos are not subscribed to this channel. We need your subscription. We need your likes. We need you to hit that little bell so you're notified of live streams and new videos. And more importantly, we need you to comment as you see fit.